Hello and welcome. My name is Avi Charney, the founder of Charney Legal. Here we deal with estates and real estate matters. Within a real estate transaction, people are often confused, especially first-time home buyers, about the process, what goes into a real estate transaction. Here I'm going to break it down for you. Firstly, once you've found a property, it starts with an offer to purchase, otherwise known as an agreement of purchase and sale. This is an important document, one of the most important documents perhaps you'll enter into in your lives. It is an agreement to spend the most amount of money, millions of dollars, at least property here in Toronto, Ontario. It's a lot of money. So it is crucial that you understand exactly what is in that agreement, the terms and conditions that apply to your transaction. Now, conditions are usually in the Schedule A and they can vary. It's important that they fit your circumstance. Common conditions, if you're buying a condominium, is the condition to review the status certificate. Now, what's been happening as of late is that we review the status certificate even before the offer is submitted, so that people can submit a clean offer without that condition, thus highering their chances of getting an accepted offer. If you're buying a resale home, then you want to make it conditional on perhaps an inspection, financing, let's say, and then you have to consider what happens if those conditions are met or not met. You want the transaction to proceed or come to an end. These are important considerations for you to think about, because once that agreement of purchase and sale is signed, it is binding and it's very difficult to get out of it without some costly litigation. Once you are secure and comfortable with your agreement of purchase and sale, it comes to the lawyer's office, to my office. We review it, make sure all the terms and conditions are met. Once we have a firm offer, we work towards closing. These are the main things we do as we work towards closing. First things first, and this is really where the lawyer earns most of their money, this is where it pays to get a good lawyer, is in what's called a title search. When you're buying your property, you want to get your title, your ownership, clean and clear of any encumbrances, any issues, any liens and mortgages, for example, that are on title on the property. You don't want to inherit other people's debts and problems. So the purchaser's lawyer, me, after searching title and finding all these issues, a mortgage, for example, I write a letter known as a requisition letter to the seller's lawyer and requisition from them to remove all those things from title, the mortgage, the lien, any other issues that I may find. Their job is now to comply. And the next step as we work towards closing is ordering title insurance. Title insurance is now standard these days in transactions, and it protects title, your ownership of the property. Depends on the policy and the provider, but there's a long list of things that it protects, and it's important that you get it. It's a one-time fee, and it protects your ownership of the property. That's another thing we do on your behalf. Once all those steps are out of the way, we figure out the numbers, prepare the documents, and send them to you to review, and ultimately have a signing meeting. These days it's been over Zoom, where we review the documents we prepared, have you sign them over Zoom, and then send them back to us. As a penultimate step is dealing with the funds. In that signing meeting, I'll tell you exactly how much money you need to transfer to me to get the deal done. I receive, assumingly, the remainder from your mortgage. And then once I have the funds, enough funds to close, on closing day, this is another piece where the lawyers earn their money, is they transfer the money to the seller's lawyer and arrange for the transfer of ownership. Once that ownership has been transferred, as a final step, lawyer arranges to give you the keys to your new property. Again, these days, coronavirus, it's left in a lockbox near the property, and you just go and gain access to the lockbox, get the keys, and there you go, you're the new owner. Shortly afterwards, I send a closing package with all the relevant documents to you by email. And that concludes the process to purchase. If you want to sell, you just flip it on its head, and you're the lawyer, and you have to provide title ownership clean and clear of those encumbrances. So you get the requisition letter from the purchaser's lawyer, and you arrange to remove the mortgages or whatever other issues are in title. You also have to figure out how much adjustments need to be paid for taxes and common expenses and whatever other things are tied to the property, so you can give the purchaser a final number, how much they have to give you to close the transaction. In a nutshell, that concludes the transaction process. A few other issues could arise along the way, and that's where an experienced real estate lawyer can smooth out the issues and work towards closing while answering all your questions along the way. I hope this has been helpful. If you need help closing your real estate transaction anywhere in Ontario, please feel free to reach out. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye for now.